One day Buddha was doing meditation when a young man visited him and he looked very upset. Buddha asked him the reason. The young man said that his father has died and could not get out of the sorrow. But he wants to perform the best afterlife rituals for his father, so that his father's soul would go to heaven, irrespective of what his father has done in his life, either good or bad. So I came to you with the request, please do the afterlife rituals for my father, so that his soul will gain entry to heaven and resides there. Buddha said, okay, bring 2 earthen pots, some pebbles, and butter to fill the pots. Young man, thinking that these items are for last rituals, went to the market and bought them. Buddha said, fill 1 pot with pebbles and 1 pot with butter and seal them. And then go and drop both the pots at the nearby pond. The young man did so, and both the pots sank to the bottom. Then Buddha said, now break them open with a stick. The young man struck hard and broke the pots. The butter from one pot started floating on the surface, and the pebbles from the other pot settled at the bottom. Then Buddha said, well, I have done this much, now call all your priests and ask them to pray so that butter will sink down and pebbles will start floating on the surface. The young man in shock asked, how is it possible? The pebbles are heavier than water and they will stay only in the bottom, whereas butter is lighter than water and it will only float. So, doing the opposite is against the law of nature. Buddha said, young man, you understand the law of nature pretty well, but you forget that it applies to everyone. In all his life, if your father performed wrong actions that were heavy like pebbles, he is bound to go down and no one will pick him up. If he had performed right actions that were lighter like butter, then he is bound to go up and no one can push him down. Young man now completely understood the law of nature and fell on Buddha's feet and thanked him for the teaching on the law of nature. Fruit of the story is that the law of nature clearly defines us that in life, whatever we do, either good or bad, we are going to get it back. That's the law of karma. No external power can change it. While we live, we must perform only good things in our day-to-day life. What you seed, you will reap. These stories of Buddha must have helped you to understand the way we live our life. This is Monk Motivation wishing you a great life, be different, be better.